Hello and welcome again, William Meller here, and today I would like to talk about four priorities, four different things that you can do or focus your attention, your energy in 2026 that will make you a better project manager. As you know, the world is changing every single day. It seems that every week we learn some new technology, some new way of solving things, and with artificial intelligence, things are appearing at least to change even faster. For us, working with project management, it's important to know what is just a hype, what is just, a bubble of things, buzzwords, and what can really make us work better. The reflection I would like to make with you today is not about four different things or things that will start to be different in 2026, but basically four different priorities, four different improvements that you can make to your career that will make you a better project manager, or at least manage better the projects that you have in front of you. And as I mentioned with AI, it's important to start with this one because understanding where and how AI can and will impact your job, it's really important. But the problem is, we usually take AI as the thing that will replace some part or replace someone. And we forget that technology usually came to our business or to our lives to make things easier. But not only about that, it's about making things that maybe do not add so much value disappear. And the point that I want to reflect on AI is specifically on decision making. You need to know how to ask the right questions, how to structure your workflow in a way that the decision making will be supported, and never rely on AI or any technology to remove the human in the loop that is the one responsible, the one accountable for making the decisions happen. And a lack of decision making it's one of the big failures in project management. With AI, we can improve the process, we can improve the flow for better decision making, but we cannot replace and make AI take decisions for us. You are still the one in charge. You are still the one who are going to hear something if the project fails. So structure AI to support you, but be smart because the decision making, the one taking decision is still you charge of the process, or at least you supporting and being responsible for the decision makers, maybe an executive or the sponsor that are going to decide on something. Is still you the responsible for the flow of things and making sure the decisions are taken in the right time. Second reflection, it's on stakeholder management. More and more, and the PMBOK 8 is here to prove that humans are still in the center of everything that we do in project management. Humans are the ones delivering projects. Humans are the ones requesting new projects, and they are the ones affected by projects. It doesn't matter if it's an internal or external project, humans will be affected in general, or at least in the huge majority of projects. Okay, it's always about changing something for a person, for a human. And the more you understand that, the more you understand that you need to organize how you work with people and improve on that, the better for your career as well. One thing that I really like to reflect on this, it's how you structure your communication with the people involved in the project. I like to think that communication, it's something that should just work with or without you involved on that. If you are there virtually or in physical presence, if you are there or not, the communication should still be happening between the people involved in the project. So what does it mean? My suggestion for 2026 for you is reflect how you can enable system, enable flow, so people can communicate, can make the communication between them and between the teams happen without you being there, without you being the one asking the question. They should know who they need to contact in case they have a blocker. and who is responsible for solving a problem, for taking a decision in case they need that. Enable systems that can work without you, and then you can open your arms for even more projects and more challenges. The second reflection is about thinking in systems, not only in the tasks that are in front of you. The PMBOK 8 again it's inviting us to remember that projects, they do not occur in an empty environment. They are not, alone within the business. Therefore, you need to understand that your project is impacted by other projects, it's impacted by other segments, and it will impact other areas and other people as well. So every single decision, every process that will change, every communication workflow that you create, you should always think on the big picture, on the whole system that is being impacted by your decisions, by your project, by your deliverables. So you know basically what you are doing and where you are doing those things. So thinking in a systemic perspective or thinking in the whole will help you to think on the trade-offs you need to negotiate, how to organize to make sure that the project that you are working and it's affecting people and they know what will happen. They will know what will change for them. So make sure that you understand that you can see the whole picture or the big picture in front of you and not only your project. And so I'm sure that will be much better and much easier for you to navigate in the business landscape of your project and how it will impact other people and how their projects are affecting you as well. The fourth thing that I think you should reflect for the next year and make it even better for your career, it's about the focus and value. There's always a reminder on every single edition of PMBOK that the value that we are delivering is the most important thing in our project. If our project is being affected by changes and therefore the value changes or the value is not, relevant anymore, we should be responsible for raising this flag and remembering everyone involved that if the value is not achievable anymore, maybe the project do not have a reason to exist anymore as well. So thinking about the value that we are adding or the value stream that we are affecting with our project is crucial. Not only important, it's crucial because as project managers, it's our responsibility as well to make sure that we are creating value to the business that we are working on. So if our company is expecting our projects to increase on sales or to generate a better or smarter process, internal process, and we cannot see this value being added because of something that is changing the execution of the process, we should raise this flag. We should rethink on the scope that we are working on to make sure that the value is the most important thing, is in the center of our project discussions. If we have blockers, if we have discussions on changes, if we have discussions on new ways of solving things, the main thing or the center thing to be considered is always the value being added by your project. Okay, so this is a short reflection. As I said, those four things, they are not completely new ones for you, I am sure, but they are very important in the end of the year to reflect a little bit how you can do better. Because being a little bit better, 1% better, it's basically one of the reasons why I created this channel, one of the reasons I share so much knowledge, because I want to help you to be at least 1% better than you are today. Okay, and that is also how I focus my self-development. I try to be at least 1% better in every single time frame that I look on. I want to be a little bit better today than I was yesterday, a little bit better this week than last week. The same goes for months, for years, and for different seasons of life as well. So I hope it helped you. I hope it was a good reflection for you, and see you in the next video.